Well, I'm telling you right now, over all of our collective dead bodies, will he ever be mayor of the city of New York? He deserves to be in jail. He's a murderer. There is no other way to describe it. I don't mince words. You not only committed the act, you never apologized, and then all those truth tellers, you tried to destroy their lives. So if you want to know what Andrew Cuomo would be like as mayor, you think he would change? No.
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, because I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast, and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feast, and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring, and George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil, chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
So, Andrew Cuomo is starting to press palms and collect donations for his mayoral campaign. He's made it clear to the whole wide world he wants to be mayor of New York City. He wants to run against fellow Democrat incumbent Eric Adams to become mayor of this city. Let me tell you something. The man is lucky he is not state property, making license plates in the penitentiary for his murderous ways as governor of New York. The thing that he should have been pushed out of office for, instead of some silly nilly Me Too BS. But we're here now. We got the huckster in Albany. We got Swagger Man with no plan in City Hall. But nonetheless, I would still want that man to be Democratic nominee so that he could lose and lose with dignity to Curtis Sliwa, who you just heard at the beginning of this video. Shout out, by the way, to Cafecito for that clip. To watch the whole reel, you could go to their Instagram. So just bring up your Instagram app and look for @Cafecito 10.0. And I saw the whole thing, or the whole reel, courtesy of Cafecito, and it was a very moving and fiery speech, and it's definitely worth watching the entire thing, but my favorite part is right there, what you saw at the beginning of my video here, and where's the lie? There is no lie there. This is a man who went after Curtis Sliwa. He went after Curtis Sliwa as a radio host. He wanted to drive Curtis Sliwa off of radio forever. And it's a damn shame, but dirty politicians play dirty politics. No other way around it. And if you recollect correct, if you live in this state, you cannot look at me with a straight face and say Andrew Cuomo ran New York State during the COVID era better than Donald Trump did the nation. That's bullshit. I know I said BS earlier, And I'm saying bullshit now. Who cares? But anyway, he was a very incompetent governor. There are governors whose shoes he could not clean, like the Republicans who served in that office during my lifetime. There were at least two that I know of. But anyway, this bozo now wants to be mayor of New York City. And how dare he? During the time when he was stuffing COVID patients into nursing homes, causing death and grief in the process, did he take any of the responsibility? Did he take any of the blame? Did he take any of the fault? No. He blamed Donald Trump, the CDC, and God. And you could go look it up. He also blamed Mother Nature. No, Mother Nature is somebody that makes lightning when you try to fool her in a margarine commercial. And you got to be around my age or older to understand that reference. But anyway, he wants to be mayor. And let me tell you something. None of those mayoral candidates on the Democrat side are any good at all. From the incumbent mayor all the way down to that sicko, whatever the hell his name is, that was sticking up for the terrorist at Columbia University, to all these other schmucks that want to knock the incumbent mayor off his pedestal, that want to stick him in jail. So you're going to have somebody like Andrew Cuomo, who's going to have the gall to say that Eric Adams belongs in jail and that Eric Adams is compromised. I don't think Eric Adams is compromised by Donald Trump, but I'd rather have somebody who's compromised by Donald Trump as mayor than somebody who's compromised by Dr. Fauci and a bunch of sneaky scientists from communist China. But I'll tell you who I'd rather have for mayor than both of those bozos is somebody who dedicated his life to safe streets and safe subways, a man by the name of Curtis Sliwa, who I've given my endorsement to earlier this year. And I back up that endorsement in this video, and I will continue to back that up at every mention of that man's name. This man gave his life to keeping people like you and me safe. And the man has received death threats. He was kidnapped, shot at. People made threats to have him removed from the airwaves. And he still kept fighting for this city that he calls home and that you and I call home. And Curtis Sliwa is a stand-up individual. He has the support and endorsement of fine people like Sid Rosenberg, who also has a show on WABC radio. And of course, as I mentioned, my endorsement as well. And he's the guy. He's the guy. This is the guy that should have been elected mayor in 2021. We probably wouldn't be in the mess that we're in right now if Curtis Sliwa was elected mayor in 2021. I voted for that man. And New York apparently was knee-deep in woke at the time. Probably no, up to their necks in woke. And they wanted the person that would support and endorse the blue-haired, 5 o'clock shadow and bikini bra wearing people of the world. That tell your kindergarten boys that they're girls. And they come to find that Eric Adams wasn't that type of liberal, but nonetheless a liberal that was responsible for the influx of illegal migrants coming into this country. No matter what he talked about, he didn't walk the walk. He didn't push back against the federal government that was force-feeding this city the criminals from other countries entering this country illegally. And because of his verbal resistance, or his vocal resistance, but not his actual resistance, they found some dirt on him and indicted him for it. And I'm a bit cynical with that. I believe there's dirt on every politician, especially Democrats. And you only know about it when they piss somebody off that didn't want to get pissed off, that wields enough power to dig that dirt up and put it all over the media. That's just my opinion on the matter. It's, like I said, it's a bit cynical, but let's be real with this. How many of you out there are not as cynical as I am when it comes to matters like this? I'll tell you this, though. We would have a safe New York City if Curtis Sliwa was mayor, if he was elected in 2021. But lucky for us New Yorkers, he's running again. And hopefully by then he'll be facing the incumbent and will be elected mayor to become the next mayor of New York City, because the incumbent, as I mentioned, isn't such a prize package either. I mean, as I mentioned, he gave his life to keeping our streets safe and our subways. And lest we forget, and this really hits home for me, let's we forget that Curtis Sliwa likes cats. And I like cats. This is Mittens, by the way. Little Mitteny Mittens. And you should always love your cats, if you have cats. And what's not to like about a mayor that likes cats? We need a mayor that likes cats. And who better mayor that likes cats than Curtis Sliwa? Respect God. Watch out for the Illuminati. Hug your cats. Stay strong. Keep kicking that slang. It's your boy in the building. Your hip-hop legend, your recording engineer, your underground rock and roll hero, MC Too Tall, Curtis Sliwa for mayor.